So we're about to dive into a whole bunch of dividing, but before we go bananas with that, we're going to start kind of simple. And the simplest thing you can do with dividing is you can just have a crazy looking polynomial like this one and have the whole thing divided by a single monomial. And if I throw the word monomial around a lot in these videos, you might be like, I don't know what he means by that. I mean just a single term with no pluses, no minuses, just a negative 2m cubed or like something like this. There's no other terms with that. And these are the simplest ones to do because when there's no other term but the one term, we can take each part of this numerator and simply divide each part separately by this denominator. So like mentally we could be just thinking it's what would happen with if I had 16m to the 6th over negative 2m cubed. What would happen if I had negative 8m to the 5th over negative 2m cubed? What would so on and so forth. What if I had 14m to the 4th over negative 2m cubed? What if we had positive 2m cubed over negative 2m cubed? And I can just take this term and divide it by each one of these parts separately. And what I just wrote here in blue, I would never really write that down. I would just think each one of these things, and I would determine things like 16 divided by negative 2 is negative 8. And then I know I taught you guys earlier in the year to take the powers and subtract them, but it's also good to start thinking about how things cancel. So I might think about this more like 3 of these m's will knock out 3 of these m's, so these will all go away and there'll be 3 m's left on top because the top has more. So that's another way to kind of look at this stuff. If we have a negative 8 over negative 2, that makes a positive 4. So you do have to watch your signs as you do these things. And then 3 of these m's knock out 3 of these m's, so these all go away, leaving how many on top? Leaving 2 on top. 14 over negative 2 is negative 7. And then 3 of these m's knock out 3 of these m's, leaving just a simple little m. And then finally, this negative 2 and this 2, they cancel each other out, or you could think of it as 2 divided by negative 2, but you're going to get a negative 1. And then all of these m's will take out all of these m's, so there's no m's left. This would be our final answer. This could be brain work. If you want to write it all down, you can, but if we end up here, it's going to be good for everyone.